What's going on, everybody? I gotta go under the water here in the recreation pond and find the fly river turtle because I noticed there's something going on with his eyes. So we gotta get him and we gotta get Lola and we gotta go back to Dr. Mike. There's so much happening. So we gotta get these animals sorted. Let's do it. Let's find this fly river. This guy shakes a lot. He can get out of my hand pretty easy. Hold on. Whew. Don't want to hurt him. They are so powerful. You wouldn't believe it. Let me get him out. This is not easy at all. You go there. Oh, here he is. He's gonna want to get back to that water, but I want to get him in here. Oh. Okay, well that did not take long. But if you look, you can see this eye is fogged over, whereas this eye is not. So there's something going on with his eye, or at least it looked like it the other day. Let me see. Wow, it looks like it's cleared up, but I want to have him looked at anyway. It does look a little bit more foggy than the other eye. So we'll have him looked at. Remember, he had that gas issue a few months ago, but he's swimming just fine now. So, okay, well, we got that guy. I got to go get Lola, and then we're going to take a ride to Dr. Mike, and we're going to see what's going on. So I will see you at PGA Animal Clinic next. We made it to Dr. Mike. Doc, we've got Lola. I think when we were last together, you wanted to maybe keep her. Yeah. It looks like, you know, just small amounts of fecal matter, nothing major. Okay. Doing the lactulose, I guess we just need to step it up. Yeah. You know? It's gonna be a lot more aggressive. All right. So
we'll snap an x-ray. I don't expect any change really, but okay. Snap an x-ray just to see where we're at, and then yeah, we'll come up with a game plan. We'll
all right.
Chat about some options.
I was going to segue into bringing you something new. Here, let's pull her off, and then I'll show you what's happening. So I noticed while I was snorkeling in my pond that the fly river's right eye was a little bit, it looked like it had a cataract. Okay. It could have been a, I don't know, it still looks a little foggy to me, but underwater the other day, it may have cleared up, I don't know, but it had like a white shield.
Almost looked like a film.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, like maybe it scratched its eye, or I don't know. Okay. But there was some kind of ocular emergency, in my opinion.
Gotcha.
They can flip around, those guys.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. They're not easy to capture either.
Okay. It was just the one side?
Yeah, it was just the one side. It was. Okay. It seems, and now that I'm looking at it, it looks better.
Okay, good.
Is that possible?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Could absolutely. It just had like a scratch cornea?
Yeah, I mean, they can get, yeah, I can, it's hard, she's looking down, but let me grab a light and take a better look.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, they can absolutely, you know, get scratches and abrasions, get, you know, corneal ulcers even, like actual wounds on there. You know, it's hard to say for sure, but I'll get a light, take a good look, and then what we'll do, we may put a little stain on there just to make sure the cornea is good.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll check it out, make sure we don't miss anything. But,
all right. Do I need?
I can see what you're talking about. It's a little bit opaque right on the kind of top portion.
Yeah. Do I need to leave these animals with you? No? Okay. Just
this will be pretty quick. Lola will stay. We'll get her all sorted out right now.
All right, cool.
right.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so we've been seeing a lot of Dr. Mike, and I'm glad that I have a buddy like him. So, hello.
Hi.
You've never seen a fly river turtle?
No.
Yeah, that's cool, right? So that's the only freshwater turtle that actually has flippers, like sea turtles. So they also call them a pig-nosed turtle.
Yes.
But, yeah.
I knew it. I was like, that's my favorite
Oh, there you
species.
go. Yeah, that's a cool turtle.
Oh, hi, sweetie.
Yeah, it's fun when you can come. That's Lola. It's fun when you can come down to and show everyone what's going on here, so you guys get to see a variety of animals. Yeah, it's pretty cool when I come here because not often do they get to see a lot of these animals come through, and obviously it's a big help for me. So, hello. Did you guys want to look too? Yeah, come on over, man. It's show and tell. No, I'll keep the camera on the turtle. But it is cool to see. It's such a different animal.
We've only got one other client that
That has
brought
one?
in a fly
Okay.
river, so
Yeah, might as well see it. So these guys, the story on these, years ago there was a confiscation in 2001. And there were like hundreds of babies brought into the United States illegally. And they were normally from Papua New Guinea and Northern Australia. So I believe the ones that came into the States were from New Guinea. So the zoos took them. And as babies, they're easily housed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what happened was they start getting older and bigger and they're not on display. And they are very aggressive towards every other turtle and themselves, like their species. So the zoos were like, hey man, we have to work with some privates. And so I got a few of these and they asked me to put them in different hands. Fred Grunwald got some. And so these came from San Diego Zoo. So it's kind of cool that little old Kenan can work with the zoo. But anyway, I don't have a name for this guy, but Doc saw him. We're going to look at his eye and see what's going on. But very cool species. Very much like a sea turtle. Yeah. Last we saw him, he had the gas issue.
Yeah.
And I drove him around the back of my pickup and resolved. Yeah.
That's
So
my go-to.
yeah, it works. It works. So that's cool, right? Kind of impromptu learning session here at the clinic. Awesome, man. I'm just gonna get up over your shoulder, buddy. This is such good info for people to see how you work.
Take them out. We're gonna.
Oh, let's do it.
We're gonna scoot over a little bit.
Yeah, let's go. They're gonna use the X-ray. No. I'm probably past my reproductive years, but you know, we want to keep the gonads going. Keep them going. Anyhow.
Let's get this. Whoa, thank you.
Yeah, it's expensive equipment. You can't just let this stuff fly around, Doc.
Okay, you're okay, big girl. Okay.
Well, you should see me try and wrangle her in the water.
You're okay.
I do this one-handed with a camera, and it was not easy. There's a difference, right? Am I crazy? Or?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
for sure.
It was much more pronounced underwater.
Okay.
Just a very, almost like I said, a shield or a cataract of some kind. You know, another interesting thing is if you look in their nose, they have these spines in their nose, which is kind of interesting.
Little papilla in there.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
And as far as you can tell, I mean, everything else
Everything
is
else
perfectly
great.
normal.
Eating,
Good.
swimming, buoyancy, no issues. Just a great turnaround for that animal. So just want to make sure its eyes are. It seemed like it could see me from that eye.
Yeah.
So you know.
And it's moving the globe perfectly well.
Cool.
I mean,
Nice little check.
everything looks good, but I can see what you're talking about so far as the little bit of opacity there. It's not worrisome from what I can tell. But
Cool. I just, I love this animal. I want to make sure they're all. It's good to have you look at them. And you're just doing a basic health check, right?
Yeah. I'm just kind of while I've got her, I'm just kind of checking everything out.
Do you need something?
Hey Maya, can you grab? Do you know where the fluorescein stain is in the fridge? Yeah. Those little strips. That would be awesome if you can grab me one.
So what will the stain do? Does it kind of bring out the clear stuff in a
So
way?
the stain is basically going to put like a neon green coloration to any type of abnormality in the cornea. So if there is a scratch or an ulcer on there, the stain basically clings to that abnormal corneal tissue and shows you the wound.
Cool.
It allows you to see it. I don't expect that to be an issue. I'll just take the next step. Thank you so much.
Nice.
So we're literally just going to put a couple drops of this in there.
All right.
Then I'm going to rinse it off.
And then what's
And then
left?
We'll see. Yep, exactly. We'll see if anything is
That's cool.
abnormal there. All right.
Very exciting day for this turtle.
Oh, okay, thank you. It's very sweet.
Yes.
got
Well,
a
it
great
almost
temperament.
it almost knocked me out when earlier in the video I was one-handed grabbing this thing underwater.
Can I get this eye flush too? The eye wash. Thank you.
So that's cool.
Yeah, so
And they do have they have a third eyelid. So interesting.
rinse this. Rinse this off here.
All right. I appreciate you letting me fly on the wall this. So do the viewers. They really love seeing how you work with exotics. So
Not a problem. Happy to let you watch. So we'll kind of get her head out and see if
Yeah.
she'll move it around a little bit more on her own. It's always tough when they, retract the globe like that and they're kind of trying to figure out what you're doing and if you're gonna, harm them.
poke their eye out.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
But
blame
yeah, you can see that lid pull up.
Yep.
And when I just kind of
Yep.
gently touch up there, it kind of pulls up to protect it. I'm going to shine a little light here.
Do you need light off?
So now you'll see it really light up around the globe. Thankfully, from what I can see, no stain uptake, which is a good thing.
All right, good.
So you'll see it just kind of sit around the margin of the eye, but so it's hard to say if it
Okay.
was just a little bit,
Just being safe.
bumped into
Yeah.
something, got, maybe just a little irritation, got a little inflammation there, but
Fair enough.
thankfully, I think it's something you can just kind of keep a really close watch on. I know,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right, good.
And yeah, go from there.
All right, cool. So that's good news. I guess the real drama is going to be now as we finish this, we turn our attention to Lola.
Yes.
So she is.
We're gonna figure out a plan for her.
Gotcha. Funny man.
I'm just looking.
Such an interesting anatomy on that animal.
Yeah, these guys are amazing.
Yeah.
I love seeing these. Don't get to see many, but really
Well, this
cool
is
when you do.
definitely a larger specimen.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the few I've seen over the years are usually just juveniles.
Yeah, this is an old one now.
Imported juveniles or things like that.
Very cool. All right, I guess we'll get her down or
All right.
him. I don't know. I think it's a him. Who
Oh
knows?
yeah, I kept saying her. So.
Yeah, it's all right. Oh wait, are we?
Yeah, we can leave her
Okay.
here.
So exciting. There's a lot happening here. All right, Lola, now you're making me nervous, kid. She's like, I'm back here again. Am I going to get the tube up the butt again? Is that what's happening? She's pretty agreeable, but I guess what we discussed, because of I haven't been seeing her drink, it's difficult to hydrate her with the syringe.
Yeah.
So kind of if you could just simply walk us through what it entails, getting a tube in a lizard. Can she rip it out?
So-
Or,
That's certainly the tricky part with it. So anytime we're using what we call an E-tube or like a feeding tube,
All right.
we're basically placing it, right straight into the esophagus through the left side of the neck. So what we do, we give a heavy sedative, we do a little local numbing to get through the skin, make a little incision, and then we place an instrument down the throat to kind of make a little incision from the skin, then feed the tube in and pull it down the esophagus with that instrument.
Wow.
And then confirm it's where we want with an x-ray, and then suture it in place.
Okay.
And then with these guys, because yes, they are certainly more challenging species, so far as just their general mobility and using those legs. You know, it's not like a tortoise where you just feed it on top of the shell and
right,
you know,
they can't touch it.
you're pretty good. So with these guys, you know, we put a little bit of a, you know, kind of securing bandage on and things like that, just to kind of keep it in place and make it so they can't easily yank on it.
Gotcha.
But it is sutured into the skin, so it's, you know, it's not terribly easy to rip out.
All right. Yeah, I just, like I said, she's small amounts of fecal matter and some urates, but nothing substantial. And it's been months now. It's been a couple of months.
It's been way too long.
So I think the next step would be to hydrate, and then after that, the only other thing we could do is actually open her up.
Yes.
I hope it doesn't come to that.
So we'll try, since the, you know, enemas and lactulose and everything really hasn't done much at all. You know, we'll try really aggressive oral hydration.
All right.
And then you know, go from there.
All right, bro.
But
And you're going to do an X-ray on her, and
yeah, we'll check. We'll take an X-ray first. You know, not that I expect it to have dramatically changed, but we'll make sure nothing has. And then we'll go from there, and we'll, you know, give her a good sedative and get the tube in and everything. But
all right.
But hopefully we get lucky with this, because certainly, you know,
We don't want to open her
obviously
up.
we'd rather not have to open her up and get all that out.
All right, well, listen, I know I'm going to be leaving with you. Thank you so much for taking the time. I know you're
of
busy
course.
today. We will, of course, have an update, and you know, if you don't mind, if you can have someone film a little bit,
Yeah,
it'd be
for
interesting to see.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Well, we're going to let Doc get back to work. We're going to leave Lola with him in good hands, and I will let you guys know what's going on. Don't forget to follow Dr. Mike at PGA Animal Clinic on Instagram. If you live in South Florida, they are taking new patients every day if you have the scaly persuasion zone. This is the guy to talk to. All right, we'll see you soon. Thanks, guys. Wish her luck in the comments below. Thanks again.